Ah. Okay, I got these doors set up here. And you would think this is enough light, wouldn't you? To sand these? Could it be that difficult to sand these? Well, I like to use my trouble light, and whenever you're on a construction project, always make sure you've got your trouble light handy. You never know when you're gonna need it. And I got a 500 watt construction light, and they sell those 250 watt and also 300 watt, but you might as well get the 500 watt. And you see on these doors, I'll just show you this one right here. Now see, when you hold the light straight on it, you may not see anything, but if you hold the light kind of at an angle and look up there, you just want to see little imperfections. See, there's one little bit right there, and there's a couple little spots. See that little spot right there? I don't know if you could see that. Here's some marks, and that edge needs to be lightly sanded a little bit more. There's just a little bit of an edge on that door. See how whoever painted it last, their paint went over the edge of the side of the door. See right up in there. You see that little line up there? See? And so you're gonna see all kinds of things like that. Now here was a paint spot, and I lightly sanded that previous when I saw it, but I'm gonna work on these doors, and I'm just gonna work on one. Getting all this dust out of here. Ah, that's what I was supposed to bring today. I've got some extra bulbs for this, some halogen tubes for this at home in case that burns out. I don't have some 500 watt replaceable tubes. I got 300s. I'm not sure why I got 300s, but I think that's all they had at the store at the time. And if that light burns out, if I bump it or unplug it fast or don't turn it off at the button or jostle it, whatever, those things are known to just pop off. And if so, I can't finish my project because I'm not going to have enough light here. I'll have to drive back to the house and get them and all that kind of stuff. But you know, before I got these ready to sand, I went around the edges and sanded or cleaned. I first cleaned with my simple green, and I took little sponges, you know, just sponges with the scouring pad on one side, and I cleaned all the things, especially around the hinges. Remember, it had all that greasy stuff that came out from the hinge pins and all that kind of stuff, and I wiped everything down, and then I went around and lightly sanded the edges, and I saw if there was any imperfections anywhere, if there were any black marks and stuff. In fact, I still see a black mark there, and I'm going to get rid of that here. I tried to clean everything first and got all the dirt and grime and dust off it. I don't like sanding doors before they're clean. Plus, these are 15-year-old doors, and I wanted to have them ready. Who knows? I don't think they've only been painted but the one time, so there was all kinds of dust and wet, not wet, but you know how dust gets after it's been sitting on there too long. And so I did all of that, and then I went around and sanded. I sanded this edge, and I went around all of the edges. And funny, if you don't do that, run your finger along your door edges, and you may feel like sharp edges or imperfections on them or roughness and stuff. And I sanded all those, and see, now that I've got my light on and I've got everything clean, I can see where I still need to lightly sand. And so I'll sand it. But most of these edges are fine now because I've already ran the sandpaper on it. I use this. If you get this, see this? This is a sanding block. And look, that's because of the edges as I went up and sanded and hitting this edge right there. That's what happens on it after a while. Kaboom. I don't know. This thing worked pretty good, but I don't really use these sanding blocks that much. But you never know when you're going to need one. If you got one or two around, keep them. They could come in handy. But after a while, they get beat up like that. See, here's an old one here. It still works for certain things, but it's all ripped up. And instead of getting sanding pads, what I normally do is when I'm using the paddle sander, after a while, this sandpaper gets kind of clogged up a little bit, and then when I replace it, then I cut the little pieces down, and I've got little sanding pieces like this. Okay, and then I can use those for around the edges, and I actually use those small pieces for these edges here. I thought I'm just going to sand those because they were kind of rough, and I got them looking really good. And I didn't use that for this edge. I used the paddle sander and ran it across this way, okay? And then I wiped all that down. And see, I did that. I did this edge and these edges. And also I went around this top edge here. Sometimes that gets nicked up, and I also set the door down. And I did the bottom edge, because sometimes the bottom edge needs to be done. And so I did all that as I was cleaning and stuff. And now here I am at this next stage. And I'm just gonna pick up one door. I guess we'll go with this middle. We'll just go with this middle door here, okay? And I'm ready for the next step, and that's to sand this door. Yeah, there's lots of steps into painting your doors and stuff. What I like to do at this point, before I take the paddle sander out, I'm just going to hold this up here, and I'm going to look and see if there's any little spots. I see some spots of where maybe they painted the doors, and then later they painted the ceiling, and some of this overspray came down off the ceiling, or they were painting all these doors and their spray rig was spitting, and I can see little imperfections, little dots here and there. And if I ran the light straight on it, lots of times you can't see the dots. So if I run it sideways, I found I can see those easier. And I just, I want to do the best I can with these doors. And I tried setting this light up on the ground, and it throws a shadow up high where I can't see these high ones as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down about halfway. And I'm doing this because this is just smooth wood. If it was the fake wood grain look on the white doors, you know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't really have to do this as much. But because these are nice and smooth, those dots are not going to go away when I get ready to paint, are they? something you're going to want to do. All right. You could paint the doors just the way they are if you want, but I don't generally do that. Okay, I'm gonna set back about here. Now I got the light kind of at an angle because any raised imperfection is going to cast a shadow, and I'm going to be able to see it. And I just kind of look. If I look straight on it, I'm not going to see it as much as if I'm kind of at a slight angle. And then I can also run my hand on there. I can feel it. I can feel it beyond these gloves most of the time. Just my little piece of sandpaper. I just cut off of an old piece of sandpaper that I had on the sand paddle. Hand paddle. Okay. Just spend a little time on it. Okay. And now I'm looking at that, and if I got the light back a little bit further and up, I'll take a look at it. Sometimes it's easier for me to hold it, but then after I do that, I can pull the light further away from the door, and I might be able to see other little imperfections that I didn't see before. Okay. Now that's actually looking pretty good. So see, I didn't really have to spend very much time on that, did I? Okay. But I'm going to look around this edge, the door edge, see if any paint has caused raised area, like when they painted the edge, it might have rolled over this, like with a paintbrush, or if you do it with a mini roller or something, and if you're not careful, you can build up that edge. And I see one little spot down there. I'm just gonna roll it over like that, and that one's gone. Oh, I see a little bit more there I should have hit from before. And you're just sanding it smooth. You don't want to sand it all the way, or else you're going to have a big imperfection there. I'm just sanding the top edge. Okay. Now I'm looking. I thought I seen some right there, okay, and I'm just kind of using that and rolling it like that. I don't have to do it much because I've really already done this door. Okay. From when I was cleaning, when I did the edges. You know, spend some time on your doors. It's all in the prep. It truly is all in the prep. So see, now that I've got that front edge done, with that, I'm going to take my paddle sander. It's just a plastic sander, and I'm going to start sanding that door with the paddle sander.